Welcome. Thank you for stopping by. This is your weekly forecast for the week of October 6, 2025. And this is a collective reading, so some things you may not relate to or connect with. But my hope always is that you find some clarity or some guidance that can help prepare you for this week and many more to come. Now, take a look over here at your orientation cards. Now, it's a collective reading, so some things you may connect with or you may not. Just claim whatever you can connect with, okay? That can help you out. The highest need for this week for the collective is safety and security, meaning your personal well-being, your health, the environment that you're in, your finances, your social status, your career, the amount of power that you may have. So your highest need this week collectively is centered around how safe do you feel? How secure do you feel? And the life phase collectively that everyone is experiencing is half moon after a full moon, which I find interesting because we just had a full moon. What is it? Today we have a full moon, October 6th. So I find it interesting that this card was pulled. For your life phase, this just means one door is closing or one chapter of your life is now closing, and you're going to enter in the transition period, meaning you can go this way or you can go that way. This week, whatever you go through includes both your new life and your past life. Okay, the experiences you have will be lessons from both your past life and your new life. And a key season to remember, or a key date, will be winter. And for me, that's December, January, and February. And if you had a yes or no question before this reading began, the answer is maybe. And your loved ones also pulled out another card. They said it's maybe because it's unknown. It's too many inconsistencies or too many variables that even your loved ones on the other side, they don't even know where it's going to go, okay? They don't know yet. That's why they're like, maybe, okay? Maybe, for those who had a question. So we're going to move on now to your weekly forecast. If you look at these three cards, you have the Two of Pentacles, the Two of Swords in reverse, and the Queen of Swords also in reverse. I feel like this shows two different seasons, and I say that because when I was drawing out your key dates or key seasons to remember, I also, spring fell out, but I went ahead, reshuffled, and winter came out. And so I feel like they're still giving you springtime. So springtime for me is, March, April, May is my springtime. So for some of y'all, the springtime will be very significant for you. This is a quick snapshot of what your future will look like in the spring. And what happens during the spring starts now in the winter. The Aquarius is part of the air signs, and Aquarius is in January, I believe. And winter, again, winter season includes January. So what you choose to do now in the winter time is going to affect your spring, okay, for some of y'all. But just looking at this week, with this Two of Pentacles here, I feel like you're going to have to juggle certain decision making here, or prioritizing certain things that need to get done. And it's something that may be a little bit difficult because of the Two of Swords and the Queen of Swords here in reverse. You may have received some bad news, or you may be dealing with some bad news, or a difficult time for you centered around communication. So maybe you haven't received communication from someone, therefore it creates some instability or a lot of unknowns, a lot of anticipation or anxiety for you, because now you're waiting on answers, you're waiting to get They hear back from someone. They haven't, maybe the communication has failed between you and another person, and it could be your family, your partner, it could be at work. There could be a breakdown of communication. And now for me, it looks like you're having to pick up the pieces. I mean, it looks like you're able to do it with the Two of Pentacles. You're still standing, but it may be difficult this week for you to have to, again, work with what you have. That's the feeling I get for this week. You're going to have to work with what you have and see how you can make the best out of a situation, or how can you, I don't know, see the good in this week with whatever's going on. But we're going to take a closer look. So if you're like, I don't know about this one, we're going to gain some more clarity on this. So let's go ahead and draw 4 to represent 2 cards in each hand, okay? So you have the Knight of Cups, the Lovers in reverse, the 5 of Cups in reverse, and the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. Did this want to come out? The King of Cups. I'll leave this here just in case. Okay, and let me move this up a little bit so we can make room for the other cards. Let me move this card here. What you may be having to juggle this week. Let's move this here. So taking a look at what is one of your options. Here with the Knight of Cups, you have the option to keep trying to make something work. With the Lovers here, it's a commitment that you've previously made that may have been difficult, or you may not be seeing the progress that you would have liked. So you may have the desire to walk away from this commitment, or to quit it, to leave it, or to put some distance between you and this commitment. And it could be personal, romantic, it could be professional. But it's something that you are debating whether or not to try again or to just leave it alone. And here with the Knight of Cups, you're like, yeah, I want to keep going. It's something that I'm connected to. It's something that I love. It's something that fulfills me. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that it's not easy to walk away from, but it is an option for you to walk away from. And in one of your hands, again, metaphorically or literally, you could move on with the 5 of Cups in reverse. You can move on. You can choose you. You can stop. With the 6 of Pentacles here, it's almost like you can choose. You may be feeling like you're being fed breadcrumbs and instead of a whole meal, and it's dragging you along. Maybe it's promising you things. It could be a person that's promising you things, a career that's promising you things. They don't fulfill it. They don't come through with what they say they're going to do for you. Maybe they promise you a promotion and they give you, barely, peanuts, the breadcrumbs here, which is what I see in the 6 of Pentacles. Even though it's coins being dropped, to me, I have this image of someone is giving you breadcrumbs, and you have the option here. And again, you apply your situation to this scenario here. I'm just giving examples. But you have the option, either you can keep going and keep trying because it's really hard to walk away. It's something that does make you happy. Or you can move on and choose yourself. You can choose, maybe if you keep trying, maybe so far it's been a drain on your mental health, your emotional health, spiritually it's draining. And you're like, maybe you've had enough of investing your time, your energy, your effort into a certain commitment. So maybe you want to just choose you and back off and, have different goals. I see that. With the King of Cups here that was poking out of the deck, I feel like it correlates with the highest need being safety and security. The King of Cups is all about being a support system. So ultimately, while you debate to try again, or keep going, or walking away, quitting, creating some distance, ultimately you need to choose one that provides the ultimate support for you, whatever can make you feel, again, safe and secure. So let's keep going. Now that we have what's going on, let's keep going. Let's do 3 more for this week. You have the World, the King of Pentacles in reverse, and the Two of Swords is popping out again. Okay, for some of y'all, with the World here, it's like a door closing. And again, remember, for some of y'all, you're in a half moon after a full moon. You're in transition after a chapter has ended in your life. And it could be any type of chapter. It could be big or small, all right? But with the World here, it looks like it's come full circle. The door has closed. The chapter has ended. You're in transition. You're no longer the King of Pentacles, or the King of Pentacles is no longer in your life. So some of y'all have lost financial stability here. Either the dream that you had surrounding your career or your education or a certain relationship that helped provide financial security, financial stability, that door is closed. So now you have to make a choice here. So I feel like for some of y'all, the bad news that you may have already received or you're going to receive this week is that, okay, you're not going to receive financial security this week. So what are you going to do? Because you can't avoid making decisions here. You're going to have to, I feel like here you're doing damage control this week. This week may be damage control for most of y'all, because now you're going to receive word that you're going to have to figure things out on your own. You may not get the financial help or assistance that you were looking for. Not permanently, just maybe this week you may not get it the way that you needed it. Because I remember last week, I saw that some of y'all needed support or assistance financially. This week, it looks like you may not get it, or you may not get it right away this week. So you're going to have to figure out how can you work with what you have. For some of y'all, it's going to be how to budget, how to stretch your money, or how to get help from other people or the people in your life already. How can you use their help? All right. Or how can you use your time wisely because you don't have that help anymore? So let's see with the Two of Swords. Why does everyone collectively need to make a decision here? Let's do 3 more. You have the Three of Wands in reverse. Oh, these 2 wanted to come out. You have the Ace of Wands in reverse and the Temperance in reverse. Yeah, so they're saying you have to make a choice because your ship has sailed. For some of y'all, your ship has sailed. With the Ace of Wands here and the Three of Wands, your progress has been delayed, or you've reached a setback or a difficulty, a bump in the road, whatever you want to call it. And there's no going back to the past. There's no getting what you lost, right? For some of y'all. And what you lost could be anything. But I do feel like because we have these coins here, it could be something physical, money, a relationship, a career. There's something that you can't get back right now this week, okay? So you're going to have to decide what to do next. Don't focus on what you lost. Focus on what you can control. Again, damage control. Check in your inventory. What do you have? What type of resources can you utilize wisely this week? And with the Temperance card here, for me this week seems like with the Angel that there's no saving grace. So if you were hoping for a miracle or someone to come swoop in and come help you out miraculously, if that's how you say it, it's not going to happen. Unfortunately, it may not happen. I'll say it that way. It may not happen because I do believe in miracles. And let's keep going. What else, loved ones? You have Strength in reverse, the Fool in reverse, and the Eight of Cups in reverse as well. Okay, let me go ahead and move these over so we can create some more room. Okay, again, you have the Strength, the Fool, and the Eight of Cups all in reverse. I feel like your loved ones are saying you're going to have to try to find the courage this week to not have the desire to escape, whether physically, mentally, emotionally. Try to find the courage to stay where you are and make the best of where you are. So there's no running from your problems or your difficulty this week. You're going to have to face it head on. With the Queen of Swords here, there may be difficult conversations you're going to have. Maybe a lot of back and forth. Like you're going to have to put your 2 feet down and you're going to have to force a conversation to happen. You're going to have to force progress to happen here. You can't run away from it. You can't put it off. If you are someone who is afraid of confrontation, I'm sorry, you may have to have a difficult conversation this week for some of y'all. Let's keep going. You have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, the Hermit, and the Lovers came out again. So again, choices, commitments. So not only do you have to find how to stay where you are or to keep your feet firmly planted and to let yourself be heard, be seen, here you're going to have to figure out how can you provide your own self with financial security, financial stability. How can you make your own self feel safe with the choices that you make? Okay, with the choices that you make this week, how can you help yourself? So this week may also be about you saving yourself, not relying on other people to come save you. Sure, you can ask for help. And that's okay if you reach out to other people and you have family you rely on, partner you rely on, your work, friends, whatever. But at the same time, as you ask for their help, you yourself are going to you have to come up with some type of strategy or solution here. And again, I already put it down, but where is it? With the Two of Cups. The Two of Pentacles is you figuring out some type of strategy here. What's the best thing for you to do? What should you prioritize first? And then second, third, fourth, and so on. So you yourself will be what can help you this week. Let's do 3 more. You have the Five of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Devil in reverse. With the Five of Swords here, I feel like your loved ones want to tell you, they know it may feel unfair right now with what you're going through, and they don't have any good news to offer you or anything concrete, but they want to tell you what you do now will see positive results. So here in the Seven of Pentacles and in your garden, what you plant, what you invest in, your time, energy, effort, your heart, your soul, what you choose to do is going to pay off for you. So just know that for this week. And with the Devil here in reverse, you will be set free. With what you choose to do this week will help set you free. So if something has been weighing you down, preventing you from moving forward, you're going to be set free from whatever is holding you back in the Devil, okay, metaphorically. But again, it all depends on what you choose to do. All right, here is the energy you need more. And here on this side is the energy that you need less for this week. Okay, just this week. With the energy that you need more, you have the Devil, okay, the Hierophant in reverse, the Four of Pentacles, and the Hanged One, both in reverse. And here you need to be a little more fiery, a little more persistent, a little more demanding, a little more loud, a little more taking risks, doing things differently. And so again, there's this theme in your reading of needing to be heard, needing to be seen, needing to be acknowledged by someone else. And here you may have to just make yourself be known. with the devil here. So it's going against the grain, breaking tradition, going against the system, and making sure that you're heard, you're seen, you're acknowledged this week. And last week was the same advice. Don't be lost in the system. Make yourself be known, because you're valuable, you're important, you're special, you're someone that deserves the life that you want. And here in the Four of Pentacles, your loved ones just want to caution here, and the energy needed is that you need to let go of what is weighing you down. So if you are accepting bare minimum within your life and from other people, if you're accepting of that, maybe is due because you're tied to what you find to be worthy or valuable. So taking a look at your belief system, if what you're tied to, which is, it could be money, wealth, love, it could be loyalty to a system, loyalty to your family or your partner, there's something that you hold on to that is weighing you down in a negative way that you have to let go of. Maybe there's certain goals that you have to readjust. Maybe there's some things that you want, but it's not really what you need. At least for this week, it's not something that you need right now. So maybe you can shift your perspective to think of alternative ways of achieving your goals or finding happiness. And with the Hanged One here, your loved ones are saying, do not wait for the universe to swoop in and help you out here. Right now, if you're looking for something to create safety, security, stability, well-being, it's not going to come from the universe. It's going to come from your own two hands. And with the energy that you need less, you have the Hermit, the Queen of Wands, the Four of Swords in reverse, and the Page of Swords. So you have two different energies here with the Hermit and the Queen of Wands. I feel like your loved ones want to tell you, yes, you need to do some evaluation, some reflection. You need some time alone to think things through, to strategize, all right, during this week. But they also don't want you to stay quiet. It's in line with the devil here of getting loud or being heard, being seen, getting that acknowledgement one way or another. But fighting for yourself, protecting yourself. And that may come across as being a rebel or being a protester, but you have to get what it is that you need. So the energy that you need less of is staying quiet like the Hermit, that quiet energy. You need to be fiery as the Queen of Wands, because they also want to tell you, you are like the Queen of Wands, whether you're man or woman, but you have this passion within you, this bright light within you. And you're intelligent. You will be able to figure out what to do next on your own. Like, you have that intelligence to do it. You have that capability. And if you see here in the Queen of Wands, there's Leo, or the lion, the two lion heads. Again, remember they said in your reading, they gave you the lion card or the strength card. And they said you're going to have to find the courage or the bravery within to stand on your own 2 feet, to stay where you are, and figure out what to do next. So I feel like they're just going back to that message as well. You know, you have the power within you to stay where you are, figure out what to do next, make the best out of your situation, and make it even better than before. You have that power. And I feel like this isn't even a clarification for these two cards up here. These two cards are just saying, get up and start communicating. So if you've been withdrawn or hiding or procrastinating or dragging your feet on communicating something or getting things done, talking to the people that you need to talk to get things moving, your loved ones on the other side said this week, you better start. Get out of the bed, metaphorically, get out of that bed and go talk to whoever you need to talk to, but get things started. You don't have to get things done, but get things started. Whatever type of communication that you need to start, just make sure you have it this week. And if you do have to have some form of communication, or if you've been wondering what will happen after you try to problem solve or strategize this week about a difficult situation, let's see the most likely outcome. 3 cards for the most likely outcome for the collective. Keep in mind this may happen for you or it may not. You have the 5 of Pentacles in reverse, the Queen of Pentacles, and the 9 of Cups. That is beautiful. So collectively, the 5 of Pentacles, again, it's this theme of struggling financially or having instability in your life, right? This imbalance, this not knowing, this anticipation, this worry of what's going to happen next. In the 5 of Pentacles in reverse, you're going to find the support that you need, the assistance that you need. You're not going to struggle as much anymore. And you may find a community that will help surround you and just help you out here. Okay, and the Queen of Pentacles, you went from someone who's struggling, right? Struggling out in the cold, hurting, metaphorically or physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, needing that help, feeling lost, helpless. And now here you are in the Queen of Pentacles, confidently, securely sitting on your throne. And you could be man or woman, but here you are sitting on your throne and you're doing good. You're doing good. And with the 9 of Cups here, that means you will feel fulfilled. You will be happy. You're going to sit on that throne and be happy. Look at the smile on this man's face. So the most likely outcome for many of y'all, you're going to be good. You're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. But it starts with the choices you make this week, right? Remember, in the 7 of Pentacles, what you plant today or what you plant this week will help generate some good fortune for you. And I do hope that this helps. If you have gained some clarity today, please like the video to let me know or subscribe to my channel. And until next week, take care.